All right, guys, we are back. You're listening to K-Talk Radio, 1640 AM. This is the show, Utah Home Sweet Home. I am your host, Yoshi Shiraki. I watched The Mandalorian last night. Came back out. I don't know if anybody else got a chance to see that or if they follow that series, the Mandalorian series, which is like the Boba Fett breed of the Star Wars movie series. It's pretty good. If you don't watch The Mandalorian, I'd recommend checking it out. I think it have fun watching it with my 5-year-old. He's really into Star Wars. In fact, it's Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone. My son's Kylo Ren today. He's going to be Kylo Ren for Halloween, and my daughter, who's 2, is going to be Rey. My wife is Darth Vader, and my son wanted me to be Jabba the Hutt. I did not get a Jabba the Hutt costume though, but yeah, I'm not going to be Jabba the Hutt. But yeah, Mandalorian's a pretty good series, and it was really fun to watch the second series come back out yesterday. So, okay, so now we're going to dive into how to find these great deals. Okay, so we had a guest, 3 weeks ago, I think, by the name of Trevor Thompson. Some of you may have seen that show, listened to that show. When I say seen, for those of you who don't know, we film and host every single show and put them up on YouTube. So in case you miss any show, if you go to our website, www.utahhomesweethome.com, scroll down to the bottom, you'll see all our social media links. Go ahead and click on the YouTube link, and you'll see, and then there's a bunch of playlists. Click on the K-Talk playlist, and you'll see every show we've ever recorded here in studios filmed. I've got a videographer who comes in and films. Actually, he is not here today, so I got the camera up on a tripod. But we have Bailey who comes in and films every day, and we get these videos recorded so that in case you miss it, you can go back and watch it. Or in case you missed half of it, you can go back and check out the rest of the show. So this is a show that Trevor did a few weeks back. He came in and we talked about, what are you doing right now to get deals? Because as investors, we all love to kind of see what is working for one person to see if that's the same thing that's working for us and kind of just compare notes. And he said something that was very important. I think it's very important for people to understand this. If you're going to go out there and, let's say, make real estate something that you want to do more of, if you're looking just to do it like on the weekends, then it is what it is. But if this is something you're like, you know what, I hate my 9 to 5, or I want to get as many rental properties in the next 10 to 15 years, or whatever it may be, and you want to take it serious, then what he said is you've got to be everywhere all the time. That's the best place to be to get a lot of deals. And what I mean by that is I'm going to share some of the ways that we go out and find them. And being all of the places all the time basically means you're going to do all of these. Right? Some people get into real estate and said, I heard somebody say you call for sale by owners. Yes, you're right. You do. You call for sale by owners. But that's not the only way and the only thing you do, because if that is, you're going to limit the amount of leads that come down your pipeline. You're going to also want to do this, this, and this, and this. Right? And if you're doing all of the above, then your pipeline gets full faster and you're able to find a deal sooner and more of them. Okay, so for sale by owner is one way that we find opportunities that are oftentimes a good deal. But here's the reality. In a hot market, a lot of for sale by owner transactions aren't that, it's not the best place to necessarily spend your time in a hot market. In a down market, it's a way better. We spend a lot more time. In fact, my virtual assistants in the Philippines will basically just jump on KSL on the Philippines, and through a Google phone number, they will call for sale by owners to see what they're looking to get for their home and to find out what condition it is. And they basically narrow down the leads for me to be able to find the best potential opportunities, right? In a hot market, because it's hot, the house is probably going to sell for top dollar, and so it's just not the best place to go and spend a lot of time. Although, being everywhere all the time, you do want to spend a little bit of time there. Even in a hot market, you may get lucky and find something. But right now, I think probably what's working the most outside of people's networks. So Trevor shared on the show that if he had to pick where they're getting most of their deals from, now keep in mind Trevor's a real estate agent as well, it's other real estate agents. See, Trevor's team has done a phenomenal job to notify so many real estate agents that they are the buying, fixing, and flipping team of Utah. So when real estate agents out there and they are meeting with a client and this house is like missing part of the roof because it got blew off in a little hurricane or whatever, and it's just kind of a house that the listing agent's thinking, yeah, I could list this, but I don't think anyone's going to buy it because you're missing part of your roof or whatever. They then basically can call Trevor and Trevor's team and say, hey, listen, here's an opportunity. We've got a house that, part of it's missing for whatever. It got burnt in a fire, this or that. And Trevor will buy those, right? Trevor and his team will buy it. So will I. But where I'm going with that is they've done a really good job of notifying a bunch of real estate agents that are out there. If they see something like that, call them up because they're open to buying it. I've done an okay job. They've done a much better job. I would buy the same house, just more people know to call them because they've done probably better than anyone I personally know in the entire state of Utah as far as networking with as many real estate agents as possible on how they are the buying, fixing, and flipping team. Now, they get tons of deals that way because they have so many people out there hypothetically now looking for deals for them. Now, the person doesn't go out and look for deals for them, but when they're out there and they find something like what I just described, they think of them and send it to them. So just to get that out there, I wanted to share, because Trevor was our guest and he said you got to be everywhere all the time, but their best resource of finding these off-market opportunities or great deals is through their network. Now, outside of their network, okay, before we part ways, in case you have a dog or know someone else who does have a dog, I wanted to take a quick second to show you the Snap Leash. The Snap Leash can literally do so many things, and I'm going to share with you one of the many cool things that it can do. As you can see, the Snap Leash is designed with 2 swivel hooks, one on each end. This end has a cushion stitched into it to make it comfortable when walking your dog. Now, all you have to do is take this swivel hook, put it into this very first grommet, and now you've got your handle. Okay, so now let's imagine you're at the park and you want to secure your pet quickly, safely, and easily to a park bench, a tree, or a pole because you just want to sit down and relax. Well, all you need to do is take this swivel hook, remove it from the very first grommet, wrap this leash around any size tree or pole or park bench, and put it into the appropriate grommet, and now you have secured your pet quickly, safely, and easily. And when it's time to head home, another great feature about the Snap Leash is you can simply wrap it around your waist for hands-free walking. Lastly, if you ever accidentally forget your waist bags at home, these grommets make a great place to fasten the waist bags so you never leave home without them. And if you want to see all of the other cool things that the Snap Leash can do, then please just click on the link below and find out why so many others are falling in love with the Snap Leash.